Welcome you all. In this session, today we are going to discuss about introduction of earthing in industries. So what is earthing? The earthing is the word which is exactly related to the earth. So this is our earth, or we can also say it ground. This earth is having some potential, and we can say that this potential is equal to 0. As we know that we can't measure the potential, we can only measure the potential difference. There is no device which can measure the potential, we can only measure the potential difference. Here we have some material which can hold some charges. So these are the charges, accumulation of charges, and these charges, due to these charges we will have some potential that is called Vs. So Vs is the potential which is more than the potential of earth. It means that the current will always flow from higher potential to lower potential, this current. So if someone touches this element, if someone touches this element, he will get a shock. The reason is that this element is having a voltage of Vs which is more than Vr. Then the current will flow higher potential to lower potential, and this is the current, and this person will get a shock. For avoiding such shock, what we can do, we can only connect this material to the ground, and all accumulation charges will pass through this wire, and this concept connecting the wire from equipment to the ground, which is called as earthing, or we can say it grounding. So earthing or grounding is the process of transferring the immediate discharge of electricity directly to the earth with low resistance path. Means this wire, this earthing wire should have a low resistance. Here we have a motor. This motor may be run through three phase supply or single phase supply. During the running, this particular motor will be have some problem, and some charges will be accumulated on the motor, and if someone touches this motor, he will get a shock. For avoiding such shock, we can do the earthing of this motor, and we connect this motor to the ground through earth wire. Means this earth wire will exactly pass all the accumulated charges on the motor to the ground, and this voltage will be this voltage. Means the person will not get any shock if someone touches this motor. Our second slide shows that motor earthing structure. Like this is the structure. This is earth bus. So this earth bus is connected through, the motors are connected to these earth buses through some earthing bolts. And as you know that this earthing bus will have a same potential throughout, the bar. Here we have some earth was, like we have some terminal we can also use. There is one terminal for earthing in every motor. That is called earth terminal or terminal earth. The earthing are bonding of equipments. Like some places we can't do the earthing of the equipment. Like this is the oil tank which is stationary, and this is the truck, oil truck, which is movable. But if we want to pass the liquid through this pipe, we have to drop the oil from this main tank to the movable tank. If both the potentials are different, then any person will get a shock. So what we can doing, we can do, we this tank is having a potential of V2, V1, and this particular truck is having a potential of V2. So we can do the bonding of these two equipments like V1 plus V2. These are the potential and divided by 2. So we will get one another potential that is called average potential. So whenever we done the bonding of these two things, we can say that after bonding we will have a potential of this oil tank will have a potential of Va, and the truck will have a potential of Vb. So both will have a same potential and nobody gets a shock. Our another option is that we can do that this particular tank is grounded with a potential of Vr, and the truck is also grounded with the potential of Vr. Both are on a same potential. The third one is the option where we can do both the things, bonding and grounding. So bonding means we are giving this potential Va and Vr. So we can say that Va is equal to Vr. So earthing of pipelines. We know that in industry we have to pass so many liquids through pipes. But these are like the pipes where we will have some charges. So these charges will be accumulated whenever any liquid pass through the pipes. And we know that we have to ground these charges. So this is the earthing that we can do and avoid the shock of any shock. The same thing is here. This is the earthing. You can see here. These are the earthing. The reason of earthing here is that if any liquid pass through these pipelines, definitely it will have some charges. And we have to draw all the charges which is accumulated across the pipe to pass the accumulated charges on the pipelines. The earthing of train track. So here this is the concept I have taken from one of the slides. Here you can see that this is the potential, means the current is passing like this, and then there is a lot of process that is called traction, and the same current will passes through this, and this is the grounding grid. Grounding grid is nothing but it is the group of so many earthing pits. The current is passing like this, return path is like this. Then what is the application of earthing? Application of earthing in industry. Let me take about the example of low voltage system. Low voltage is the system after our HT system. Low voltage is a system which we are using in our plants. So here we have to earth the cable racks, cable tray. We can earth the low voltage switch gears, floor reinforcement, LV switch gears, communication centers. So we can ground. The another thing is that we have high voltage zones. Means in our plant we know that first we take the high voltage into the transformer and then step down into the lower voltage for 15 volt in India. So in a high voltage we have some like high voltage switchgear, we have to ground it, door earthing, metal structures like cable racks, HV motor. There are so many transformer room, there are so many things that we have to ground. फिर building and services, cable racks, metal structures, heating pipes, gas pipes, water pipe, if necessary, waste pipe metals, AC installation and ventilation systems. And you can see that this is the earthing, this is the system earthing, this is the grating ring around the building. So we have a lot of options to do the earthing in a plant. So equipment bonding. So here you can see that this particular bus bar, here you can see that this particular bus bar, yes, is like these are the earthing which is connected to this particular bus bar, and this is called equipotential earthing. It means that across the entire bus we have a same potential. We can say that we will have a same potential VR. All earth equipotential have a same potential across the bar. So you can see this is the building layout. This is 20-meter wide building, 3 meter is the height of the building. I think this is a square building, so we can say that this is again 20-meter high. So these are the earthing rods. Like we have a rods 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 rods here, 5 rods, 4 rods here. So this is called a grid. In a big plant, we can't do the earthing from a one pit. So we have to do lot of earthing. We have to make a lot of earthing pits, and then we have to connect all the earthing pit with the same potential, and that is called equipotential, where we have a same voltage across this ring. Means this the entire ring will have a same potential. So the most important thing is that if we are connecting different equipments, these are the equipments, and we are connecting this equipment from here, then here, then here, then here, then here, and then we ground. So this particular earthing is bad earthing in industry. So what we have to do, we have to ground. This is the first, this is the second, this is the third, and we should have like this bar, and this bar is having a equal potential across the bar. Electric shock. So here you can see that in this picture, this is a live wire. The person touches the live wire, the current will flow like this and then return back. The fault current passes through the human body. The person will get the shock and sometime will have some problem. So this is a small slides where we can see the human body resistance. The body is having a different resistance for a different area. This is the resistance between ear to ear. This is 100 ohm. From this hand to this leg, we have a 400 ohm resistance. So here this is the example, like if somebody touch neutral to neutral, so we can see that the current will passes through this, but the voltage the voltage drop across the man is 99.96 volt. Means here he will have some dangers. Hot to neutral means the person is touching the hot, and neutral he is having the voltage drop across 1199 volt. So effect of electric shock. So effect of electric shock. So if 0 to 10 milliampere current will passes through, the person can just feel it and increase pain. But if the current will passes from 10 to 20 milliampere, can't let go. He can't let go. But after that 30 to 50 milliampere, severe pain. He will have a severe pain. And 650 to 100 milliampere, probably fatal loss. He will have a fatal loss. So whenever we have something we need to connect in industry for human application, human interference, then we need not to go beyond 30 milliampere of leakage current. Okay, so you have seen there are some, like this is the equipment which is connected to the power, and this power is going to connect with any of washing machine, something like that, washing machine, room heater. Oh, and the cooler, water cooler. So as you know, the people are having an interference of this electric socket, then we have to use the 30 milliampere. Then we have to use 30 milliampere sensitivity type of RCCB, residual current circuit breaker, to avoid any type of shock. So importance of earthing. The first thing is that the most important thing is that human safety. Reduce insulation level of machine, that we can discuss next time. High voltage discharge, provide easiest pass to short circuit current. So we will discuss this thing in our next topic. Yeah, thank you, thanks a lot, thanks a lot. If you have any question, you can comment on my YouTube channel. For that, thank you, thanks a lot.